Hello, so yeah, this is my voice. I guess kind of a voice reveal, I don't know. But I finished this sketchbook a couple of days ago. It's only a mini one, and it was actually my first mini one, so it's not that good. But I wanted to share it anyways. But this one tends to be more than just a sketchbook, and it was also like a notebook or just a quick piece of paper in case I needed to write anything down. This notebook's name is Henry. All my sketchbooks have a notebook. Oh my god. 1 minute. All my sketchbooks have a name, and this one's name is Henry. I've had this one for quite some time now. Sorry, I almost hit my phone. So this one took a long time to fill up, but I thought I'd show it just since it's done. I was just showing around the outside here. We just have that as my number one, my first mini sketchbook. This sticker I just got from Hot Topic, and then we got a bluey band-aid that's not used, I swear. But yeah, so I guess we'll get right into it. Oh, I just got this. This sketchbook is just from Walmart, by the way. It's just some random Walmart one I found. Oh, jeez. So, I did this because I was bored. This actually wasn't like a first thing I did. I tend to jump around in this book. But here you can see when I started it. Yeah. So it's been a couple of years, which is really fun, and not much through this book, but through my like bigger sketchbook, you can very much see the change in my art style as years progress. For instance, I now draw mouths and different noses, but this is what we got. We got this cute little witch girl for my first drawing. And then got Bee from Bean Puppy Cat. I was obsessed with the show at the time, and I still really like it, and I want another season to come out on Netflix. But it hasn't yet. But you should go watch it if you're into like the cartoons. It's really cute. Also, don't mind my nails. They have some broken polish on them, so they're a little janky. This whole setup's a little janky. I mean, my phone's being held up by a giant paint container, a ruler, and a mortar and pestle, and my desk is dirty, and everything's kind of a mess, and I might yap about that a bit. But here we got this cute little girl with dandelions in her hair. At the time, I was really interested in finding pictures of people just on Pinterest and drawing them, and yeah, there's a lot more of that in an older sketchbook of mine. Okay, this one, I drew these flowers, and I thought they were so cute, and then I went to draw a head for the rest of it, and no. And you'll be seeing these little scrap pieces of paper just taped in here, and you're like, oh, that's so ugly. It's not actually like that. It just is covering up like personal information, even as simple as just my name. But yeah, so I just covered that up just because I don't like all that stuff being everywhere. Because I don't go by name on here, I go by Buzz. By the way, I forgot to even introduce myself when I started talking. Yeah. Here we got another just Pinterest girl. I do that for a while. And I don't even know what this is. I was into clowns, so this is kind of just clown inspired, I'm guessing. Yeah. Dandelions, because I'm obsessed with dandelions. This little guy. This is a little ghost OC of mine. His name is Clovis. He's a little cat. He looks a bit different now. This is back in his early days of design. Sorry, I feel like I'm blocking everything with my hands. I don't know what to do with them. But yeah. I have this little this little kid that I hang out with a lot. Well, I guess not really hang out with. I see her at like sporting events. So she draws in my sketchbook sometimes. So that's what this is. And this one too. And this one is another OC of mine. But he's like one of those object heads. I made him back in like the big weird core era of TikTok. But his at the time of this drawing, his name was Philip, but it's now been changed to Cove, and practically his whole design is different now, but this is very early stages once again. Another old character. I have this set of 7 human OCs. Yeah, OCs. And this one, her name is Maria. This is once again early design. She's a lot different now. Once again, we got personal information covered up. I was into drawing fish bowls, so we got some more fish drawing practice. It's actually the wind-up fish. But yeah, these 3 were drawn with no reference whatsoever. But then this one, I looked at a little bit of reference, like the bag and that, but they're not very good. This one was, I think at the time, it was a human-drawn version of Minnie Mouse, but I'm not fully sure, honestly. I'm just guessing from like the dress and the way her hair, sorry, I can't talk properly, I guess. Her hair is, yeah. More non-reference drawing, in case you can't tell. I didn't know how to draw hands or really feet either, so they all kind of got like kinkles. But yeah, just a little doll, and once again, some more Cove, because he's my baby. Alright, so this page, I drew all these little guys in the red here. Sorry if I'm blocking. Oh my god, I'm blocking everything. Ooh, I'm a mess. But I drew all of those guys just for fun. And then later, I was trying to keep track of video ideas for TikTok and my YouTube shorts. And I needed someone to write them down. So I filled in all this space so you can see all these little things of like what the video is about and who's in it, if I'm talking about my gotcha OCs. Yeah. I think there's another page with some of these on it. Ooh. Got 2 pages taped together because personal information, and then one right after it. I don't know. No blank space. I didn't want any blank space, and I didn't know what to draw, so I just wrote on it and drew a sun. Here we go. Here's some more ghosts. I knew they'd be coming. Yeah, with all my little ghosts, I was really into this creator on TikTok, Milky Tomato, for a while. And she drew ghosts like this, and she drew them in the style, so I drew them like that in her style. I still draw a lot of my ghost OCs, but they're more of like a meified version of them, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much a blank page just with a fishbowl, you know how it is. Oh my god, I just said you know how it is. Don't know. Ooh, you don't know how it is. We have a strawberry cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom. I used to play it a lot. I still play it a decent bit, but I don't draw from it much anymore. This page is a disaster. I don't know. We got a little chibi version, I think, of strawberry cookie. A wonky pencil, and yeah. There we go. This was gonna be a very, very mini comic of Coves. Like, here's a little toy store where they're like selling like the little wind-up fish, which is in Cove's fishbowl. But I clearly very quickly gave up on it, and we just got a random spiral and this little cat, because I drew those cats a lot for some reason. This is Cumin. He's my little mouse. He goes along with my human OCs. And I wanted to draw him as a person, you know? And at the time I saw human as a girl, so we got a bit of a girl-y, but he's a he. He's a he. He's a boy mouse. But I love human. This, first of all, this is a little goober sona back when that was a thing. A little goober sona of my persona named Bubbles. There's a lot more of her on my big sketchbook. But I had drawn something here that I didn't like, so I covered it with this quote and I wrote the words. And I very quickly gave up on coloring in. But so I'm allowed to make a big deal out of things that feel really big to me. I don't know. But this was drawn before I covered it up, and I hated it. And yeah, you can see that. We have a redraw of my little bee and puppy cat girl. Bee. It's still, my style's changed so much in the years. So maybe I should redraw her at some point. But I would draw her so much more different. I would draw so much differently. But that's just what we're working with now. This is a very janky little drawing of, like, you know those lights at baseball fields and football fields? That's what this is, with some trees. And it's not very good. I could do so much better right now. Oh, okay. I don't know why this... Oh, it's flagged because of the pet. The pet. Oh my god. The clover. Jeez. So I got... around the time that I, made the design for human, I got really into drawing rats. So we have this little guy with this popsicle, and I think it's cute. And here we have a four-leaf clover. When I find things like this, or leaves, I tend to just flatten them in a sketchbook and save them for later. But for now, this can come out, and I'll tape it down. It'll sit there, off to the little side. I had lost it. I found it. We had more of my little goober sona. I do this little girl playing Uno for the first time at a baseball field because I just needed something to draw, so that's what I drew. We got another mess of a page. We got a goober sona. This is a very janky doodle of of a milky tomato drawing. Yeah, I like how the marker blends. I don't know. For most of this sketchbook, all I had with me when I was drawing it, because it's like my travel one, is I'd have like a colored pen or two and a marker. So that's why a lot of these things has like very limited color palette. Snake cat with multiple legs and another little swirly. This is another one of my human OCs. She still looks relatively similar. Her name is Dootsie. She's actually named after a book. But yeah, this is Dootsie. Her body's... I'm not good at drawing her body. I've been trying to learn how to draw her body, but I can never get it right how I want it to be. But yeah, I've been working on drawing her. This is an old drawing of her. This over here, the little girl that I had drawn a picture of on this page over here, I had given her my sketchbook to doodle in, and she had drawn with like just the pink marker you can see in the back. But then later I was bored, so I went in and I colored over top when I saw it, and I don't know, some ghosty plague doctor mask, I guess. This one's mostly covered up, but this is just codes to, I think, a Roblox game or something, and I was making sure I typed them all in. There was a drawing here. Not really sure what this was. It kind of looks like a cove, but the bucket's upside down? I don't know. It's like those two little, narwhal squishies. You know, the pink and blue ones that I always think are, like, dating or married. Yeah, except I don't know why. I drew them. I was bored. I don't know why this one doesn't have its horn, but it's an actual real. I don't know. It's something. I got a lot of bored. Cursive. I was trying to teach myself how to draw cursive, since all I can do is write my name, and that's actually what a lot of these little blocked up bits are. It's my name in cursive. which is kind of cringy that I just like completely filled pages of just my name. But yeah, here's a newer, not really newer, I guess. It's my persona, Bubble, again. She has 3 eyes. I'm saying it's newer because she didn't originally have 3 eyes. This is more of like a in the middle of her design. But I get bored and I draw her a lot. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing this was gonna be a bubble. It was gonna be her for that. And this was a little sketchy guide to this painting that I'm working on, not drawing. There's a better sketch of it in my bigger book. Here we go. Here's my little... I ran into art block really bad and I didn't know what to draw. So I started just drawing gacha accounts, like their OCs. And I just draw them little, and here's all the little things. Congrats. I'm pretty sure that there's supposed to be an end there, but I'm just silly. But so I drew a lot of their OCs. We do like a pen switch at some point, but you can just see a lot of them as I swipe through. I like this one a lot. But yeah, a lot of them are just a standing there pose. This one has her arms crossed. Yeah, it was really fun to draw these, and they were just quick little sketches. They're not really good, honestly, but yeah, I had fun. Here's a bubble drawing, my persona. School was stressing me out, so naturally, yeah, and I like checkerboard, so I tend to do checkerboard for a lot of my backgrounds. I actually like this drawing of her. I like that. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever watched. There's this. First of all, there's a leaf, but there's this Minecraft roleplay with these kids at summer camp, and I don't know. I was bored, so I was writing something. I was writing a little story in here. There's just this one page. This is the main character, I guess. But it's just those pages, and that's it. But yeah, you could pause and read that if you want. It's not really good. But yeah. Here we have some blocked off. This is a little character from a book. The cover of a book. This is just random note stuff. I'm guessing these are like positions for videos, like zooming in pictures. This is like, I don't know, I was drawing the little worm baby from Ramshackle. It's a great like indie little show. They only had their pilot out. But I was drawing the little worm baby and Daxter. I don't know, I met someone named Daxter. And here we got more of the gacha OC drawings. Some of these are not my favorite, but whatever. More stuff from videos, so I can remember words to sounds without listening to the sound over and over and over and over and over again. Little bubble doodle, and I don't really know what that is. This is Pasco, but I don't know what that is. I remember being so annoyed that I, for some reason, drew that black line there. I got so upset, because I actually liked this one at the time. But whatever, I guess. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright. This is locations. I used to play Royal High a lot. I still play it every now and then. But this is locations to where, like, candy bowls were for Halloween. And this was a bunch of information from Christmas. Sorry, it says Rice Krispies there. I'm not fully sure, though. This, I liked my outfit for today, so I was doodling it. And it's a very janky doodle, a bubble. I feel like I say janky a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm also so sorry. I'm like touching everything. Oh my gosh. This is my first time filming a video like this. I'm really nervous. Flip it over. We got some Japanese. I was bored and I was learning about Japanese. I'm not very good at it, but yeah. I haven't really learned it. I haven't really practiced it in a while because I was practicing on Duolingo, and in case you don't know, there's this huge thing with Duolingo and AI now, and as an artist, I feel like I just can't support that, you know? This is a little, what are they called? Thumbnail drawings, I think, of this bigger 2-page piece that I did in a sketchbook of mine. Here's Ditzy. Oh, here's Ditzy. And this is another one of my human OCs, Kai. Here's Bubble. I swear she's not naked. But yeah, here's Bubble and more Japanese. Played a game of dots and boxes with one of my brothers. I really like dots and boxes and I want to play it more. And here's more. There's a lot of Japanese dots and boxes with my other brother. This stuff, I have a kalimba and I know how to play a kalimba. So these are just like notes for bits of songs for the kalimba. And here we have more of the video idea writings. Yeah. Some of these have been made, hence check marks, some of them haven't. This drawing I didn't do. This one's drawn by one of my brothers. It's a drawing of another one of my brothers because we were waiting in the hospital and he was bored, so I just gave him my sketchbook. I don't know what this abomination is. I'm sorry, you have to see that. I don't know. This is just little writings about my books. I was setting up a dots and boxes game, but didn't finish it. Here's one of those little cats again, and a heart. I don't know. And once again, I have my little sport buddy drawing. Got this whale. This is a cupcake with a bunch of thoughts. And then we got a little heart with a bunch more love. Shopping list. This is Fernando, actually he's quite big. This stuffed animal, and he's weighted, and it's so lovely. So weighted stuffed animals are just awesome. This is another little like planning drawing for a big piece in my sketchbook. This is of Kai, one of my human OCs, and sorry, I must have gotten Posca on one of these pages and it just straight up ripped a hole. So this is a bunch of little ideas, rough ideas for stuff I want to have in my sketchbook. A lot of them haven't been done yet. More stuff for videos, more shopping lists, more stuff for videos. Hello, how are you? This was a sketch for a drawing I was actually going to do in here, but I messed up on it. Video stuff. This was a channel when I was in a hotel room. I wanted to remember it. And here's the drawing that was going to be this. This is Kai. It's not a very good one. I don't like this drawing very much, but it's okay. I wasn't following my reference very well. Shopping list. Ozora. I don't know what this is. Got some pages ripped out of here. I think I was writing on them and I ripped them out. Here's another little bubble drawing, like an actual decently polished one. Got some cute little stars. She's a bit of a robot. I think a robot. Japanese. Ditzy. Part of a TikTok sound I had stuck in my head. This was me keeping track of golf scores for my brothers when I went with them, since I don't golf, so I was just keeping track as I drew. This one won. Help. This is from an inside joke when I was in my high school band. It's funny, I swear. These ones, I'm actually really, really proud of these two drawings. They're separate drawings. I know they kind of look connected. They're separate drawings. This one is one of my brother. We were at the driving range. They golf a lot. And he had a ball and he wanted me to draw him. So I took a picture of him and I drew it. And this actually looks pretty close. The golf ball though actually didn't go anywhere. It kind of went right down here with these other ones. But I felt bad for him, so I just drew that. And this is from a different time golfing, and I just took a picture of this cute little bridge and I want to draw it because I like drawing little bridges. More keeping track of golf. This is for a little project I'm in. I'm not going to talk about that much. These 2 pages are taped because this is actually face paint. I was doing face paint at this little event, and we were packing up, and I just quickly painted these little flowers. And the same day of the event, I had drawn this cute little ladybug and beetle and this butterfly, but I don't like the butterfly as much. I feel like I can do so much better. But I like these 2 a lot, especially this part of them. I love it. But they're taped because this was glittery, and I'm not sure if you can really see the shine. You can see it a little, but it was glittery, and I didn't want the paint to get everywhere. Here, I was making a little project with my Poscas, and you know how Poscas can like dry out, and then you just need to like, well, I just like flood them with paint by like jabbing them down. That's what this was, and I was just doing it in here because why not? Then we got a little star doodle, smiley, this cute little plant that I saw at the park. This is a dandelion rock. This was another plant, but it's covering up something else. Grocery list. Arcane. I drew the monkey. There was a time where that's like all I wanted to draw. So I drew the monkey, wrote Arcane, finished watching season 1. I love Arcane so much. I'm still working through the 2nd season, but it is, and the animation, it's just so beautiful. Got more blocked off stuff. This is my school's address. Alright, we're getting pretty close to being done here. This sticky note, I don't know, I had it from something and I don't toss it just as extra. This is a movie I want to watch. These 2 faces are from an Osora episode, and I just thought their faces were funny, so I drew them. Here's Osora, here's Arya's, I guess, song title. We have this little elephant stuffed animal that I drew. You're never too old for Spider-Man, guys, just remember that. Muffin cupcake healer from Bluey. This page I cut out, and I actually drew like this cute little I can actually grab it. I drew this little bird that I got from McDonald's because he was cute and I needed it for my big sketchbook. So I just drew him there. I'm gonna set him off to the side. This is just bits from an apple juice wrapper because I like apple juice. This is a different brand. This is Dole. This is my favorite brand. Simply Apple. Love it. It's delicious. This is another golf drawing. I'm covering this up because I wanted to cover it up, but I forgot to. But this time I was in the cart and I didn't want to take a picture of anything. So when we were parked, I was just drawing what I saw. Like, we got a house. These are 2 little mailboxes. This is someone's shed. I think this is another little shed doodle back here. Got a tree branch. Just got a bunch of little things from the golf course. This is one of my gotcha OCs, Haley. I don't know, I was just bored and I realized I had never drawn any of them, so I just did a quick little colored pencil doodle of her. This is from this little D&D TikTok account. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up if I can find it somewhere. But they do little animations of their D&D sessions, and this was just a shot in one of them, and I liked it, and screenshotted it and drew it in here because I was bored. Got these little doodles that I did. This was a quote from Osora. Yeah, little janky face. I like how this got a little leg kick. This got just a bunch of random stuff. I love this color combination though, the yellow and this pink. This is actually done with a red, but I like the pink and yellow. Pencil bat. I was at a little baseball game and this kid had a bat that looked like a pencil, so I wanted to draw it. So I did. Shopping list. Yeah, little soda can top. Juice box. Fancy drink from, like, in my mind, I always imagine the Sunset Island drinks from Royal High. Yeah. This is a little drawing of Bubble. This was this dandelion crayon colored sweater that I saw on Pinterest, and I just thought it was cute. It's not a very good drawing, but the dandelion crayon made me think of that one lady. You know, oh, we got Catalina. I don't like this drawing very much. It was literally just copying one of the drawings from, sorry, I don't like that, from the webtoon itself, and I was just drawing it, and I don't like it very much. So this, however, I love this. I found this pose on Pinterest and I wanted to draw it, and I wanted to draw Sora because he's one of my favorites, and so far my favorite to draw. So we got him. We got a little him as a cat from that one episode. I mean, it's got his name. I actually posted that on TikTok, that little picture. Also here in my community post. Here, I got really into this thing where I just looked at Pinterest and I just draw whatever I see. So, got this little guy and these wonky little star guys. Here's a drawing of Bubble. I don't like this very much. This was a pose from Pinterest. Sorry, I hit my little guy. From Pinterest. These fish are wonky to me. This one, though, I like this one, but he doesn't look very fish. But something about him reminds me of something else, and I can't put my finger on it. Put my finger on him. Oh my gosh. But yeah. This was supposed to be a redraw of my witch from the very, very start of this book. See if I can find that page. Yeah, so we went from this to this. I honestly don't like this drawing very much. I would still draw her differently. I don't like it. Here's just another Pinterest look. These are those little guys made out of the pop. Tried to make soda and pop there. The little pop, like, things, you know. Buttons, little clay charms. This is actually really cool. This is a laundry detergent bottle with, like, a room built inside. Really, really cool. Got lyrics from that one song, Wet, by Daisy, I think? Daisy? I don't know. I had the song stuck in my head, so I wrote the lyrics. Gallo, giant type guy holding up a house because I was bored. And we got more Pinterest drawings. Little charm. This little camera. I don't know. Stickers. I actually really like this drawing. I thought this turned out beautiful. It was a different type of angle than I've done for any of these things, and I just liked it a lot. Here we got this cute little clock tower, which I also really like. I got a little confused up here and I could not count my lines, but it's pretty good. And that's a pretty good straight line for my little scribble drawings. Love it. Got some little wonky pencils. I kind of just wanted to finish this book. And speaking of finishing it, here we go. I didn't know what to do for the last page, and I didn't want to be pressured, so got my hand. These are little... I was thinking about this. My mom had said a lot of stuff, and I just wrote down some of the things. They kind of upset me, but whatever. And here's our end date. 6/12/2025. So we started here, ended here. It's a pretty big jump. And we got some stuff in here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Got another 4-leaf clover. I've been working on finding these, and I've started finding them like crazy. Got a 4-leaf clover and this cute little leaf. What I usually do is I cover them in tape, and then I'll put them in my bigger sketchbook. Another leaf. Put this guy up here with his friend. 4-leaf clover. I was on a roll. Oh, there's one more thing in here, I think. A little wrapper, I don't know, with something stuck to it. Yeah. So, that was it. My first little sketchbook tour. I would love to do more of these, and I'm getting close to finishing my bigger sketchbook, Paula. But from before that, I actually have 2 more bigger sketchbooks that I've completely finished. So if you're watching this and you want to see those, let me know. And if you're just watching this in general, thank you for stopping by. I know this is a bit different than what I've posted in the past. And I know this wasn't really a good quality video. I mean, it's a little messy. But yeah, I'm so happy if you stop to watch it. So I will see you guys later. And I'll try to get back on my posting schedule. I've been very low on motivation. Bye!
Hi, so Editing Buzz here. Sorry for all the noise in the background. It is currently really hot where I live, so I have the fan on, so it might be on if I do any more of these type of videos. Also, sorry for any of my stuttering or stammering / rambling during this video. I was nervous and I also just have issues with my speaking and I tend to stumble over my words, so sorry. But thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day.